Hey guys, I am Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. I pulled out some cards to share with you kind of as the spirit moves me. Most of these cards I have shown at one point, but there are some new ones mixed in that I have not shown. And I am super stoked about all these cards. Of course, I try to only buy or obtain cards that I am super stoked about. And if I'm not super stoked, then, I move on from those cards and get some that I'm stoked about. Also, we've got this. Do Not Bend. It's an envelope from Theo, Clemente Collector. So I guess I'll probably have to put a link to his channel and then, boost his ego by sending more people his way if there's anybody that watches my content that doesn't watch his. But I suppose that's the price I have to pay since he sent me something. So let me turn this camera around and let's do it. Oh, one other thing, or a couple other quick things. I probably won't put the music at the end just because it takes a lot longer to, get my video prepared and all that stuff. So I'll probably just go the quicker route this time. And with my last video, the focus was going in and out between the mirror that I had and the cards I was trying to show. Well, for this video, we've remedied that because once I turn this camera around, we'll only be looking at the cards and just a couple at a time. And I'm going to re-show those cards from last time as well, so you can get a really good look without having that focusing issue that was kind of driving me nuts, and I feel bad about because, my viewers had to put up with that. But that will be remedied for this video, so let's do it. All right, first of all, this is the Fred Rogers, the Mr. Rogers rookie card, I guess. A gift given to me some time ago by my good friend John, who is the 3D 80s kid. And I think the idea was that I could potentially pass it on to somebody else in the hobby, and it represents friendship within the hobby. Although I don't think I was obligated to pass it on, and so far I've just been hogging it to myself. I keep it in my one display case. So thank you, John. In fact, I'm going to have the wonderful privilege of meeting with John in person tomorrow, so that's pretty cool since we are local. And who knows, maybe someday I will send this wonderful card to one of my collecting friends, but for now, I'm hogging it all to myself. But I think it's a nice card to show as we check out what Theo sent my way. So I just am getting into the envelope now. And I haven't seen what card is in here. I won't look at that yet. But it looks like we've got a note. So let's check it out. Oh, it's a letter. Look at this. Adam, I wanted to thank you for the friendship. You're such a great dude and a role model. I really love the way you collect, especially your eye for lower grade beauties. Getting to hang out with you at the National this year was awesome, and I'm looking forward to hanging out in Cleveland. Yes, indeed, brother. Every time I watch your channel, it pains me that you don't have one Clemente card. I know you're a Yankee homer, but you collect many players that were the opposite of Yankee contributors. This card is a very special Clemente card. It was printed after his tragic death, but because of that, it has all his stats on the back. I finally believe those reasons make this card iconic. I love the image. Let's see, where am I? On the back, that calls out Roberto's 3,000th hit. No YouTube video needed, my friend. Oh, okay, well, I can put this away right now. Delete this video and start over. I hope you enjoyed this card, and maybe buy a second Clemente card one day. I bet that'll happen at some point, Theo. See you soon, Theo. Theo, that is awesome. Thank you so much, my collecting brother. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. This is the 73 Topps Roberto Clemente. Wow. That is an iconic card, my friend. I'm not going to take it out right now. I'll go ahead and leave it in for now to save some time. But yes, that is an iconic card. I am so stoked to have it, and I'm going to be displaying that for a while, for sure, both to, remind me of my friendship with you, Theo, but also because it's such a great card. So I am honored to have it. Thank you so much. I want you to know, Theo, that, yeah, I do see, at least a Clemente or two in my collection as time goes on, for sure. Probably his 71 tops, because wow, what a stunning card. All right. Thank you, my friend. Now we're going to continue on from here. So let me make some room. That was awesome. So last time, let's see here, I showed the 52 tops card, and I also showed, I have just started to dabble in modern. 70 years later, the 2022 tops Gilded Collection Willie Mays, numbered out of 50. But I thought I'd show these again together because I think the focus wasn't so good. So check those stunners out. Now, if you want to know which one I like better, I think they're both just glorious in different ways, but no question the 52 tops, no question. But I'm super stoked to have the 2022 tops gilded. Love those mini diamonds. And let's kind of do a transition here. And let's look at the 2022 gilded mini diamond together with the 2023. And again, I know I showed these last time, but the focus was out of focus. So let me just kind of show them here together. I tried to get some very good threes, but unfortunately, I think most of them in the PSA Pop Report are Gem Mint 10s, so such is life. And then if we remove this 2022, let's check out 70 years apart, the 1953 tops Willie Mays together with the 2023 gilded. And again, I showed these together last time, but the focus just wasn't there. All right. Wow. What the heck? One more pairing here. I guess the 52 really needs to be on the left so we can have a year order, but let's just check these beauties out together. The first two tops cards of Willie Mays, oldest living Hall of Famer, arguably best all-around player ever. Sweet. And now from here, where do we go? Well, I have a new Ricky Henderson card. Are you ready to see this stunning beauty? I've been holding out. Shout out to Sammy, SFI Sports Cards. We're clubbies, meaning he has this one as well. In fact, he's the one who inspired me to get this. Look at this. The 95 Select Certified Ricky Henderson Mirror Gold. And oh, is it a beauty. Wow. The definition of glorious, the definition of mid-90s glory. And there's the back. Notice how it says mirror gold, although from the front, there's no mistaking it. So I am super stoked to have added that to my collection. Wow, check that out. Sammy would text me and tell me about how much he loved his Ricky Henderson mirror gold. And he inspired me, influenced, inspired, you name it. Well, let me show you this, because we've got a shiny. This is my one refractor Ricky Henderson, the 94 finest. And so I've got a shiny Ricky Henderson, and I thought, hey, why not pull this out so that we can compare the Topps Finest refractor shine with the mirror gold. And I tell you what, they're different types of cards, but I tell you what, that mirror gold, I think, holds its own. But you can tell me what you think in the comments. Those are just both glorious cards. So super stoked to have them both. And now from here, where will we go? Well, this is the point in our journey where I just show most of my other Ricky Henderson cards are Tiffany's. So I'm just going to show basically my favorite Topps Tiffany Ricky Henderson cards. There's quite a few of them. There is the 84. Who doesn't love 84 Topps Tiffany? And then from there, there's this 85 Topps Tiffany. So I probably should have just shown all of my Topps Tiffany Ricky Hendersons, because by showing you my favorites, I'm showing most of them, but what the heck, we'll go for it. Here's another 85 Topps Tiffany, but this is the traded where he's in the Yankees uniform. So let's go ahead and, show the two from 85 Topps. And then I'm going to go ahead and move these now to make room for the 86 Topps Tiffany. Man, I love this card. That is just so sweet. And I realized this is not Ricky Henderson, but I just got kind of inspired because I love the 86 Topps Tiffany and said, what the heck? I'll just, grab the Reggie Jackson. I've got this Reggie Jackson as well. The red, the black, red and black on the back too. So let's show those together. A couple of 86 Topps Tiffany cards. But back to the Ricky show as we move along here. I'm going to go ahead and remove these to make some room. How about, he's still a Yankee now, the 89 Topps Tiffany Ricky Henderson. I love the 89 Topps design. Love the black on the back as well. And how about his 89 Topps Traded Tiffany? For some reason, this was a hard card to find. I got this for $25, but yeah, I just haven't seen a lot of these. I have a search for them because I'm curious. I have not seen a lot of the 89 Topps Traded Ricky Henderson Tiffany cards graded anyway. Maybe they're easy to get ungraded, but graded I have not. And finally, one more. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these to make some room. And this might be my favorite. It's way up there. I just love it. And that would be the 91 Topps Tiffany Ricky Henderson. I mean, the colors, the 40th anniversary logo from 1951 to 1991. Love the salmon color on the back. It's not my favorite back color by any means, but I like it. But the front, wow. Wow. So that might be my favorite. It's hard to say. All right, where do we go from here? Well, I have a new Nolan Ryan card in my collection. So I'm going to show the new card as well as my oldest Nolan Ryan card in my collection. So let's start with the newest purchase, which is also the youngest, meaning it's from 93, and that's the newest one that I have. I don't have anything past 1993. And this is the promo out of 5,000. And, it kind of looks, I don't know if it looks blue, but it's got a beautiful, kind of like, I'm not sure if that's turquoise blue, but oh, is that stunning. And then on the back, promotional, 1 out of 5,000. So I got this in a mint 9, super stoked. Super stoked to have that. And I thought, well, while I'm showing that Nolan Ryan, let me show my oldest Nolan Ryan, which I got at the National in 2023, and that would be his first solo card, the 69 Topps. I do not have his 68 Topps multiplayer rookie, but I've got this bad boy, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so sweet. So sweet. Really nice, 6.5, a little off-center top to bottom, but that doesn't bother me a bit. So, yeah, there's that. All right, where do we go next? Well, here's a couple cards I just felt like showing because I love them so much and have not shown them off for a while. Or at least this one I haven't shown off for a while. And that would be my 54 Red Heart Stan Musial in a Forever 4. This is just so nice. So incredibly nice. And I want to get all of the red background Red Hearts. I'm taking my time. I've got most of them. I just have a few to go. Jim Hegan and a couple others, I think. But, yeah, I am so super stoked to have this card. I remember I wanted this card for a long time when I finally got it. I don't know if this works this way for any of you, but almost pinching myself saying, I can't believe that's in my collection. That was one I was targeting at the 2023 National even, but, just the right one didn't come along. Now, I didn't need it to be this nice for a 4, but I probably paid up a little bit, but I think it was worth it. And, I didn't go super crazy, but I probably paid up a little bit maybe, but wow, the eye appeal, wow. Okay, this one, relatively new. I have shown it before, but, relatively new purchase. I had the gray back, but now Mickey Mantle in a white back. Of course he's got a white back. Look at his face and neck. This is so nice. So nice. The eye appeal. Sure, it's a 3, and I think that's the proper grade, actually. Got a couple little crinkly wrinklies on the front that are not too big, and you got to kind of look at them at an angle to see them. But they're there for sure. But there's the white back, and there's the front. There's probably maybe a tenth as many of these white backs as gray backs, if not less than that. Now, I know a lot of people don't really necessarily care, but this is, the Mickey Mantle from his big Triple Crown year and, just fantastic year all around. They won the World Series, and Mickey Mantle was the Triple Crown winner, even if you count both leagues. And, that's a tough card. I mean, it's relatively scarce with the white back, and we're talking about Mickey Mantle, the king of, vintage baseball from a collector standpoint. His cards tend to go for the most. This is from his peak, or right in there, and mid-50s, and yet a pretty tough card in the white back. So super stoked to have that. All right, well, what can we do for an encore after that? Well, I've got something planned. This is a card that I just got in the mail today, and I can't wait to show it off. Check this out. The 2022 Topps Gilded Collection, Hank Aaron Mini Diamonds. Again, I looked for like a 2.5, couldn't find one, had to go for this 10. Oh, wow. I love these cards. They're the base top design, but they've got the gold and the mini diamonds out of 50. The rest of the gilded parallels are wavy, and, they just don't appeal to me in the same way. I mean, I think they're still really nice, for sure. I mean, I would like them, but, having to prioritize and think about our hobby budgets, I think we often go for, the ones that we like the most, and these mini diamonds, wow. This is number 14 out of 50 for what it's worth. And the natural home run king, many people think, the true home run king. I mean, my opinion is that that Barry Bonds only beat him by something like 7 home runs. And if he had not been on performance enhancers, Barry Bonds would have lost more than 7 home runs. So in that regard, I think Hank Aaron is the home run king, or at least the natural home run king. And I thought I'd compare that 2022 with a card that is 68 years older. And that would be his 54 Topps rookie card in a 2.5. I tell you what, this is a stunning 2.5. It is so nice. Well-centered, surface, really, really nice card. I had a one that was all warped, big-time warped, had several warps. Looked pretty good when you just looked at it straight on. It was a nice-looking one, but it had a lot of warping, and I just couldn't, I wasn't stoked about it, so I sold it. In fact, the guy I sold it to, he said, "What's wrong with it?" Because the pictures look great. And I explained to him exactly, it had this warping and stuff, but he was happy to get it. And so I took those proceeds and put them toward the 2.5. So here we have it. We've got, a pretty darn recent Hank Aaron, and we've got a 54 Topps' rookie. Which one do I like better? Well, I love them both, but of course the rookie by far. But wow, those mini diamonds are just stunning. So I think it's really cool. I guess Dylan, Double D, has rubbed off on me, and Shane, Shoebox Legends, mixing the new with the old. So I'm moving into the new just a little bit. And then I thought I'd show you this as well. I think this is my second oldest Hank Aaron card. I'd like to have his tops run at some point. But this is the yellow name, the tougher yellow name, 1958, in a Forever 4. Just beautiful, beautiful card. And why not show those together? Of course, this demonstrates that I do not have his 1955 tops or 56 or 57. I would like to have his entire tops run at some point down the road. Slowly but surely, these things certainly take time. And I don't have his Bowman run, which is one card, the 55 Bowman, but I'd love to get that at some point as well. All right, we're almost at the end. Thank you, everyone, for hanging with me. Where are we going to go next? I've got a new card. So this one I have not shown before. Now it's going to look like one that I have. It's the 93 Finest Barry Bonds in a Mint 9. And I really wanted this card because I only have one 93 Finest card. It's the Barry Bonds Refractor. That's it. And I had none that were just, the non-refractor, the base card. And so I thought what we could do is compare the two. So that's my recent pickup. And as you might imagine, this one, I got at the National at the last minute, the 2023 National. This one was quite a bit more expensive because it's the refractor. And oh, so glorious. The backs, by the way, of the two, you can't tell the difference. There's nothing to distinguish the backs. And after this year, I understand they did something like wrote the word refractor or put an R on the back, did something to distinguish. But in this case, the only way we can tell the refractor from the non-refractor is just by the refraction. So what do I think? Wow. Which one do I like better? The refractor. I mean, there's no question. But I tell you what, I really like the base card as well. And it's not like they made, crazy numbers on the base card. So, I might start picking up some of these 93 Finest base cards. I'd like to have the refractors. That would be my preference. But, I mean, realistically, if you can get a nice base card, I think this might have been $40. Maybe it was less. I don't remember. Maybe it was $35. But, you can get a nice base card without spending too much. But the refractors are obviously very expensive. So maybe I'll go after some of the base cards, even though I'd love to add a refractor or two. But I'm super stoked to have both of these. All right, where do we go from here? We're coming near the end. Let me just get a little drink. I've got some tea here. We're going to move to Johnny Mize. I've shown these recently, but I'm just so stoked about them, I thought I would show them again. The 48 Bowman in a 5. I mean, what kind of a 5 is this? It is just so nice. What kind of a 5 is this? And it's really nice. Like, I'm not hiding anything on this card. Like, it's just really, really nice. I think there's something down here, just like a really tiny line or something right in between copyright and flavors, kind of in between those two lines of words that I guess brings the grade down, but good luck finding it. I mean, wow. That card is so nice. Johnny Mize, someone I'm collecting. I'm not trying to get all his cards, but I'm, just getting ones that fit my budget that I like. So putting together a Mize collection. Would love to have a card of him as a Yankee, as well as a Giant, as well as a Cardinal. He played for those three, storied franchises. I do not have a card of his as a Cardinal, but I do have, I think, at least one card of him in the Giants uniform and then multiples of him with the Yankees. Here's one I've shown before, the Propagandas Montiel, Los Reyes del Deporte, the Kings of Sport. Johnny Mize, really, really nice one. If you check out, I think, one of my latest videos on Johnny Mize within the last couple months, I go into more detail. Of course, Orlando, A Collector's Dream, probably knows maybe the most about these Cuban cards, or at least him and a few others. So I just wanted to show those off again because I love Johnny Mize, and I'm super stoked to have both of these beauties. And finally, last two cards we'll show, and then I think we'll end up going back to the wonderful gift from Theo. But last two cards we'll show. I was so stoked to get this. The Mike Schmidt, I call him Chuck Norris. It's Chuck Norris who just decided to play some baseball and ended up being one of the best ever. Just for a little recreation, that's why Chuck Norris did it. But anyway, his first solo card, the 74 Topps, and I think this is just such a beautiful card. I went for a 7 because for this year of cards, it seemed to be a nice, compromise between a really high-end card and not paying a lot of money. But then, it was a few months back, I've shown this before, I bet on his rookie card, not expecting to win. I'm going to take it out of the plastic here. And I won this bad boy. And you know what? A lot of people are not into the multiplayer rookies. Fair enough, to each their own. I can tell you with 100% sincerity, and I try to always be sincere, I absolutely love this card. Like, the longer I have it, the more I love it. And even though it's also got John Hilton and Ron Say, I am just in love with this card. This is so sweet. In a super sweet 6, a sensational 6, just stunning. The centering, the sharpness, the vibrancy. This card has it all. And I got it for a great price, too. I got it at auction, and I was surprised. It was kind of one of those things where I wasn't targeting this card, so I put in, a bid, but it was not a strong bid. And I still won, so feel like I stole this thing. Super stoked to have it. So there we have it. Mike Schmidt's rookie card, as well as his first solo card. Love both of those cards. So many cards I would like to add to my collection. Slowly but surely, no rush. It'll happen over time. All right, everyone, let's close this out. Let's close this out how we began, with a card from my good friend John, the 3D80s kid. I'll probably have to link to his channel too. That sucks. Just joking. And Theo, Clemente Collector. Theo, you know what? Thank you, brother. Thank you both. Thank you, man. This is a beautiful Clemente. I will cherish it. I love, I think this is 73 tops, I believe. I love 73 tops. Even though the only card I have from 73 tops before I got this one from Theo is the one I just showed. That was it. But I would love to get the Hank Aaron out of this set. And don't worry, Theo. There'll be Clementes in my future. At least one, probably more than one. Time will tell. Who knows? Maybe I'll get on a Clemente kick at some point. It's hard to say. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I think I'll do? I think I'll turn this camera around so that I can see everyone for an outro here. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing in my joy. Let me know if you wish, in the comments below. I'm not really trying to grow a channel, although I like it when, I get more subscribers and comments. I think it's cool, but I'm not looking to, make money at this or whatever. Heck, I could just work extra and make money that way. If I wanted to make money, I'd spend my time doing that. But I do enjoy your comments if you've got some. So let me know what you think, which cards you like the most out of this just kind of cardupia, this card blitz. Thank you, everyone, for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my collecting friends.